I just got back from my third time going to Tony Robbins' event called Unleash the Power Within. And something that really resonated with me was you are always going to find the evidence for what you choose to believe. He was talking about how your belief about something shapes your behavior towards that thing. He gave this example that was super interesting. He said, fill in the blank, life is. And then he started going around the room and calling on people, and in one word they had to respond to what their belief life is. I think the first person that raised their hand said life is hard. And he said, interesting. How does someone live life when they think life is hard? Is that person fun to be around? Or are they not fun to be around? Are they stressed? Or are they not so super stressed? And then he went to the next person. Another person said, life is a test. He's like, how do we feel about tests? Some people like tests. Some people don't like tests. How much certainty do you have about making decisions when you think life is a test and that every move you make is being watched? And then another person raised their hand and said, life is a party. He said, interesting. Will the person that thinks life is a party go through life completely different than the person that thinks life is a test or life is hard? What is life like for the person who thinks life is a party? Fun, adventurous, always doing new things. Maybe even doing things without the fear of any consequences because life is just to have fun. And then another lady raised her hand and said, I think life is a blessing. He's like, wow, how would someone live life if they thought life is a blessing? How present would they be? How grateful would they be? And then he said, what if you believe that life is a gift and that every day you get to unwrap a new day? And then he said, of all these answers of what life is, which one's true? And some people raised their hand and said, all of them are true. He's like, no, the one you choose to believe. He said, you will always find the evidence for what you choose to believe. And I just thought, wow, how crazy. One person having this belief ingrained in them maybe at an early age that life is hard, life is a shitter, don't be a quitter. And then someone else having the belief that life is a gift, life is sacred, life is a blessing, will completely change the path that they choose to go down in life and the decisions they make.